Does Delta Force Mobile need a Battle Royale mode? That is the topic of today's Delta Force video. What's up, guys? Jab here, back with a brand new video. And yeah, does Delta Force need a BR mode? I think this is something that, like my previous videos where we've talked about other game modes coming to Delta Force potentially, I think this would probably be a pretty divisive one, just because I know some people are really into BRs, you know, whether it be PUBG Mobile, whether it be Call of Duty Mobile BR, whatever it is, and some people are just kind of tired of them. Some people have been playing them for years and years now, and they just don't want to play those type of games anymore. I think here on the channel, most of you guys probably do want to see a Battle Royale mode in Delta Force, at least based off a lot of the comments that I saw in my previous Delta Force videos. A lot of you guys did recommend them adding, you know, a dedicated Battle Royale mode in the game when we talked about additional game modes that this game could use, and so it seems like BR is definitely like the number one, or at least one of the number one game modes that people want to see in this game, and it makes 100% sense as to why that is. I mean, the game is already huge. Like, these maps are obviously really big, in some ways can kind of feel like a Battle Royale map and stuff, and then on top of that too, just the gunplay, how realistic the shooting is, the customization, you know, the in-depth customization with that gunsmith where we can add like 50 attachments to a gun and really make it our own sort of creation, like our own unique thing and stuff. All of those aspects would be really cool to see in a Battle Royale format. Of course, I'm gonna say something a little controversial. I personally would have preferred if they did a Battle Royale mode instead of the operations mode. I know the operations mode has a dedicated community. A lot of you guys like those type of like arena breakout, you know, Escape from Tarkov styled games and stuff. Me personally, I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't touched the operations mode at all in Delta Force Mobile. I haven't played a single game of it, and I've said it before in my previous videos and stuff. I want to like those type of games, but I just don't really find like the desire to jump into them. I feel like they're huge time sinks, and I don't really want to do the whole, you know, inventory management and all that stuff. I don't know. I like the idea of them. I wish I was into them, but I just don't really get into them like I thought I would. That goes for Tarkov, that goes for Arena Breakout, and it goes for the operations mode in Delta Force. So I personally would have preferred if they would have focused on a different mode instead of operations, but obviously it's too late for that. Of course, operations is already in the game, and it's, you know, one of two major modes that this game has, but yeah, I personally would have preferred to see a BR instead of operations. Again, I know that might be a little bit controversial with some people that really like that operations mode, but I personally have not found any real reason to touch it as someone who doesn't really get into those type of games, but I can see why people would like it and stuff. And so I do think that there still is room to add something else to the lineup of modes that Delta Force offers, like something, you know, like Battle Royale. Basically, I think it would definitely have a larger reach to the mobile community that has kind of been playing things like PUBG Mobile and COD MBR and Free Fire and even Apex Legends Mobile and stuff like that. You know, the ones that have been playing games like that. I think it would make it so that Delta Force has a little bit more appeal besides just being a first-person shooter as well, because obviously the gameplay itself is pretty vastly different when you're comparing Warfare to something like a Battle Royale mode and stuff like that. So I think having a BR mode would definitely appeal to those PUBG Mobile players and the COD MBR players and stuff like that, and obviously more players for Delta Force the better, but at the same time too, I can see that potentially being, I guess, a little bit of an issue, because the more game modes that there are in Delta Force Mobile, the more spread out the community is going to be across those game modes, right? So I could see why some people would say no, we shouldn't add BR because it's just going to split up the player base too much, and I definitely think that would be a valid concern, of course, but I think the benefits outweigh the potential downsides. I think, again, the operations mode is cool, especially if you're one of those type of people that do like those type of games. I'm sure it's a really fun experience for you to play that in Delta Force, but I feel like a lot of people are like me, where it just doesn't really appeal to them, and Warfare is really the only mode that they're going to actually go ahead and play. So having another familiar mode like Battle Royale would actually be a really good thing. I don't know, me personally, I know some people are kind of bored of Battle Royales over, you know, playing them over the last few years. I still find them very enjoyable. In fact, I was just playing Call of Duty Warzone last night with a friend of the channel, ABXY. Make sure to check out his channel if you haven't. He's been making some really awesome mobile gaming content, non-mobile gaming content, and also stuff surrounding Delta Force. So definitely check him out if you haven't. But yeah, I was playing with Warzone with him last night, and it's fun. I like playing BRs. It's still challenging, it's still rewarding, it's still fun and stuff. And so me personally, I'm not completely over the Battle Royale genre or anything like that, like I know some people are. So again, that's kind of why I would like to see something like Battle Royale in Delta Force Mobile. I think a lot of people would probably enjoy that too. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, of course. Let me know if you think a Battle Royale mode would fit into Delta Force, and would you play it if you actually had the chance to, or are you just over BR and you just don't want to see it in Delta Force and you're fine with just operations and warfare? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, always interested in reading your guys' comments. As of right now, I think the developers have not said that they have any plans to add BR. I want to be 100% clear. This is all just, you know, like speculation, just kind of yapping a little bit. But I think so far their official statement on it is that they don't have any plans to, but based off player feedback, they may change that in the future. So if you do want to see it, I mean, interact with this video, let them know, because this will be sent to them. Let them know that you do want to see that mode in the game. If you ever see any like in-game surveys or feedback and stuff like that to give them, let them know there as well that you want to see this mode. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're on that grind to 25,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so. You definitely don't want to miss out on the future videos that we have for this channel. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on them. I'll also be live streaming a lot more soon. So hit the little notification bell thing so you guys don't miss when I go live. But yeah, I have yapped your guys' ears off enough for today. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Subscribe, motherfucker.